would have waited an eternity for this.
One shall stand, one shall fall. Why throw your life away so recklessly? That's a question you should ask yourself, Megatron. No! I'll crush you with my bare hands!
There's a new street fighter on your windowsill. The weapon is peace, the word is chill.
Hello there, gang, and welcome to another episode of Displaying Model Behavior. And today, if ever there was a reason to put on the Decepticon baseball cap, it is today because we have the second half of the insane Transformers double deal that I've been putting together. It is Megatron. Oh me nya, you guys. Look at this huge, beautiful, gorgeous zombie right here. That's what I'm talking about. I can't even remember the name of the people who make this now. It'll come to me, but I'll post it right here to put us all out of our miseries. But I'm too excited to get bogged down with details. Just look at this guy. Look at this guy. You don't get it because you're not here. You gotta be here to experience this thing, right? Look at that. Pew! That's what I'm talking about. There's just so much fun to be had with this gigantic beast of a figure. I mean, this is cuckoo bananas bonkers. Just the lights and the details and just everything going on here. I hope that my phone can deal with the light shining back and forth. I'll kind of play around with this on and off just in case it's ruining the video. But yeah, here he is, Megatron in hand. Heavy, but not too heavy because he's made out of plastic, which is not, God, if this thing was like die-cast metal, obviously I'd be able to do several curls with it, no problem, without even breaking a sweat. But he would be very heavy. So yeah, this is in compliments to the Prime that I got and I did the review of about a week ago or so. And as two gigantic bookends, what more could you ever ask for? Let's just go over, where do you even begin here? Articulation? Yeah, the individual knuckles of the fingers. This is just so much. So any pose you want, this dude can do. I didn't really show with Prime so much, but Prime is the same as well. With the double jointed knees and elbows, you can go full on running poses here with this guy. Plus, he's got the beautiful double jointed elbows too, so you can bring the gun right up to his side as well. More importantly, just the face. That is full on Megatron right there. And I always loved, he's got kind of the human sort of face, but with slightly metallic angles, not the bloody mosaic mess of metal that the film versions are made up of. This is no, it's okay. A transformer, a metallic being can have a humanoid looking face. Just make it slightly more angular and Robert's your mother's brother. You've got a great looking character. And now speaking of great looking, just look at all the details. You've got the pistons and the servos and all the things you can imagine if this was a actual real functioning transformer, this is how he would be comprised. I love the pistons in the arms because they're like tendons in the arms. You can imagine these moving up and down as the fingers move up and down. Just so wonderful. This is how, when you're a kid and you watch the Transformers cartoon, the designs are quite sort of bold and basic, but in your mind, or at least in my mind, I'm picturing all the inner workings, how it's all coming together, and this just represents that perfectly. Speaking of inner workings, we actually have the inside of Megatron's chest here. Why? No reason. just because they could. I guess with Prime, you can open up his chest to get the Matrix, but they thought, you know what, we'll give that to Megatron as well. So you've got like this sort of the internal, sort of, it almost looks like an arc reactor, which would make sense as far as powering is concerned. But yeah, you've got sort of Megatron's black, or red in this case, heart here, and just all the various little, he kind of reminds me of the camera Decepticon Transformer. What's his name? The three Decepticons that make Reflector, I think. That's it. But either way, the fact that you've got this is just wonderful. So what they've done is, just like with the Prime design, they've taken everything that is essential to the look of the character in the cartoon and then just turned it up to 11, given so much more kind of details and colors, just to make it more kind of like real world-ish. This is what the movies should have looked like. So yeah, just absolutely wonderful, stunning, beautiful. And I'm not gonna rag on for too long. We've been going on for 5 minutes, and that's really all you need to know. He's got the little switch in the back of his head to turn on the lights, which I'm gonna do again here. And these glow bright, like you can't really sort of appreciate it on here, but these are bright, bright lights. And I just absolutely love and adore this guy. Apparently, the company was gonna make a Soundwave as well. And eventually, I guess maybe because these are so involved in details, maybe it wasn't cost effective to do so, because they just kind of stopped the line after Prime and Megatron, which, to be honest, I'm glad they did. Because if they made any more, they would have bankrupted me. But yeah, you've got like the gun barrel on the back as well, which is almost looks like a rocket launcher on there. It's just so much detail, and wonderful ankle pivot as well. So and it can rock, and just all those different terms that toy reviewers use. I don't know, but yeah. He's got everything. He is everything. He's the perfect complement to Optimus Prime. Again, like Prime, he has the flaps around his thighs so that you can bend the legs right up, so you get a full-on range of motion there. So there's so much that you can play around with this. Okay, now contrary to what I was saying before, my arm is getting tired. So we'll wrap this up by just looking at both Megatron and Prime together, which won't be easy because of how huge they are. I need a wide-angle lens here with this camera. There we are, both guys together, looking absolutely incredible. As a huge pair of bookends, this just can't be beat. Where do you even begin to describe these guys? They're on a completely different level as far as action figures are concerned, because these are kind of 1/12 scale. I mean, Transformers, you can always fudge the size. They can be bigger, smaller, that's part of their nature. I mean, this guy breaks down to the size of a handgun, apparently. At least, in kayfabe. But yeah, you're posing these guys next to NECA figures, next to Marvel Legends, they work. They actually work so well. So yeah, I am thrilled, absolutely thrilled with these guys, counting my blessings that they have not made any more, because I would have felt compelled to get them. Which, yeah, of course, there's a gun to my head telling me to. But no, absolutely wonderful. I love this Megatron. I love that Prime. These are two of the greatest action figures I've ever bought, and I hope you've enjoyed watching me give out about them. Whew, folks, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, let me just swaddle Megatron here. Keep displaying model behavior.
Chill.
Decepticon baseball hat. Try and get it straight there. There we go. Only straight thing on this channel.